Good morning from the Evening Standard newsroom in London. Ministers are stepping up calls today for people to book COVID vaccinations. The Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, has announced that 37-year-olds will be the next cohort available to book their jabs. Mr Hancock has set out steps to drive down the impact of the Indian variant. Speaking in the Commons, he confirmed a large number of identified cases had become the dominant strain in Bolton, Blackburn and Darwen. Mr Hancock urged anyone who may be hesitant about vaccinations to look at the situation unfolding in those areas. Police in Gloucester say excavation work is being carried out at a café following a tip-off of a site where a suspected teenage victim of serial killer Fred West may be buried. Forensic archaeologists have been undertaking exploratory work at the Clean Plate Café in Southgate Street in connection with the disappearance of 15-year-old Mary Bastholm, who was last seen alive in January 1968. Gloucestershire police had received possible evidence from a TV production company to suggest the body of the missing teenager could be buried at the location. The Pfizer coronavirus vaccine can be stored at fridge temperature for much longer than previously recommended. That's according to new guidance from the European Medicines Agency. Previous advice was the vaccine needs to be kept at between -70 and -80 Celsius until a few days before use, when it can be transferred to a standard medical fridge. The EMA said in a statement it had extended the approved storage period for an unopened thawed vial when kept in a fridge between 2 Celsius and 8 Celsius from 5 days to 1 month. 2 men have been arrested on suspicion of GBH with intent after a rabbi was attacked in Essex. The men, 18 and 25, are being questioned on suspicion of the assault in Chigwell. Rabbi Rafi Goodwin was hospitalised after being attacked outside his synagogue on Sunday. And finally, Mel B has spoken out on her experience with domestic abuse and the new film she has worked on with charity Women's Aid to raise awareness on the epidemic. The former Spice Girl admitted in an interview with The Guardian that she had previously lied about the state of her marriage and how happy she was. Brown said she felt it was her duty to lie because in her mind there was no way out. The singer alleges that she tried to leave her marriage with film producer Stephen Belafonte for 10 years before their divorce in 2017. She accused him of emotional and physical abuse, which he has denied in the past. Working with Women's Aid, Mel B hopes the 4-minute film, where she tells her story on domestic abuse, will encourage others to tell theirs.